Welcome, it's Street Talk with Loretta Rose, and on today's show, we are talking about the 2024 Phenix City Mayor's Ball. Wow, it is a time that you do not want to miss. On today's show, we have the mayor of Phenix City, his lovely wife. We also have the president of Phenix City Mayor's Ball Committee, and also celebrity host Palmer William Jr. will be joining us today as well. So stick around because you do not want to miss it. It is going to be amazing. It's Street Talk with Loretta Rose, and you're watching here on Beam TV. It's Street Talk with Loretta Rose show, and on today's show we are talking about the most highly expected, exciting event that takes place here in the Tri-City and Bi-City, and I'm going to just say the Southeast region. It is the Phenix City Mayor's Ball 2024, and we are in for a treat. Welcome, welcome, welcome the president of Phenix City's Mayor's Ball, Yolaunda Daniel. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. You know, this is our favorite time of the year.
Yes.
Where when the city gets to dress up, come out, it's an education and charity ball.
That is correct.
All for a great cause.
Yes.
Fine dining.
Yes.
The who's who's.
Yes.
Celebrity guests.
Yes.
Celebrity special guest who will be the keynote speaker, but we'll let the mayor and his wife share who that will be. And of course, our affectionate, beloved Palmer William gets to come to the city.
Yes.
Absolutely.
We're so excited about it.
Absolutely. So, Yolaunda, as president, help the community and all the viewers to understand more about your role, because you are phenomenal. You do a lot. You wear a lot of hats behind the scene with this great event.
Well, we have a great committee. I'm the chair, but however, we have Mayor Lowe and Mrs. Lowe that are there with us to guide us. But we have some dedicated members that come and they know that this is the purpose to serve others. And so they are committed 100%. So the job is very easy when you have committee members that are willing to work and go the extra mile. Amazing.
I heard the street's been talking that it's almost sold out.
It's almost sold out.
Almost. And according to Palmer, he says like 4 seats left. So you better get those tickets. But I heard Mayor Eddie Lowe's wife, Deborah Lowe, saying they're trying to do their best to accommodate as many as they can. So you may be blessed if you hurry up and jump on it. So help us to know about this year's goal, because you all exceeded abundantly above all that you asked or thought last year, I believe.
Yes. So we set a goal each year where Mayor Lowe comes in and gives us a goal, but the goal is to make sure that we can bless as many students as possible. So that's the first thing that we look at. How many students can we bless?
Yes.
And of course we want to increase it each year.
Yes.
So we have to increase our goal each year, right?
Sounds good.
So education is not something that is cheap.
Right.
And so we have to increase our goal. So our goal this year was $150,000.
Wow.
So we're trying to get there.
Wow.
So we do have a few tickets that are left. Wow. If we can get that goal, we can bless more students.
Absolutely, and I love it how you have students from prior year that received the scholarship. They share their testimonies, how it benefited them. And it's just growing, and it's getting larger. I don't know what you all going to do, because you have capacitated the space, the largest space in the city.
And we're excited this year because we're going to showcase some of our students that have past recipients.
Oh, wow.
And that's going to be a highlight for the ball as well.
Amazing.
So they're going to come back and we're going to highlight those students.
So as you see, it is an education and charity ball. It is a fundraiser. It's a scholarship ball. But also you all have a golf tournament. Tell us about that.
So the golf tournament started a couple of years after the actual mayor ball, but we use those funds as well for the scholarships for the scholars. And it is May 31st, and it's going to be at Lakewood Golf Course in Phenix City.
Okay.
And we do have spots available, so if you would like to come out and play golf with us,
Yes.
just contact us.
Awesome. And I saw on the flyer, you all are for tickets and teams and sponsorship. Contact them or go to the website.
The website is phenixcitymayorsball.org. And you can find that on the website. We have golf teams spots that are available. We have sponsorships for holes that are also available. So go out there.
One year you all gave a car away, I believe. It was out there.
Well, this year I'll let Mayor Lowe and Mrs. Lowe give you what the gift is going to be this year if they do.
Ooh, you got to stay tuned.
Yes.
So let's tell them about the Mayor's Ball. It's going to be June 22nd. It is a Saturday at the Columbus Convention and Trade Center. I saw on the flyer starts at 6:30.
So doors open at 6:30.
Okay.
Okay, and the actual ball begins at 7 p.m.
Okay,
So
all
doors
right.
open at 6:30 and the ball begins at 7 p.m.
Because they don't want you to miss any of it. It is going to be, of course, it's going to be sold out.
Yes.
And you don't want to miss their distinguished special guests. Yolaunda, thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Always
we
great.
appreciate
Thank
you and your service. I'm telling you, Phenix City's Mayor's Ball is the blueprint for all education and charity ball. Stick around. Coming up next, we have the one and only, the mayor of Phenix City, Eddie Lowe, and his lovely wife, Lady Lowe. Stick around. They're going to tell you who's the special guest. It's Street Talk with Loretta Rose, and you're watching here on Beam TV.
While our roots remain firmly planted in the heart of East Alabama, we're taking a bold step forward to expand our reach. You've always known us as East Alabama Advertising. Now let us reintroduce ourselves as AMP. As we embrace this exciting transformation, we're not leaving behind our core principles. In fact, we are clearly defining them and carrying them forward with a renewed spirit. Our commitment to excellence, creativity, and a deep understanding of our clients' unique needs remains unwavering. At AMP, our mission is clear: to harness innovative strategies and technology, to amplify your message, expand your reach, and drive results. By leveraging our expertise in digital marketing, creative storytelling, and data-driven insights, we amplify your brand's voice to captivate your target audience and make a lasting impact. We believe in the power of reach. We focus on tapping into our partners' ideal customers to reach them right where they are. We are community-minded and relationship-driven. We combine strategic thinking, creative flair, and technical expertise to create compelling advertising campaigns across all channels, whether it's through engaging social media campaigns, captivating video content that tells your story, or highly targeted digital advertising. We are easy to work with because we care about the success of each of our partners. Your success is our success. AMP, Advertising, Marketing, Production.
Welcome back. We are now with the Honorable Mayor Eddie Lowe of Phenix City and his lovely wife, Lady Deborah Lowe. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Thank you
for having us.
Thank you.
One of my favorite times of the year because this is such an amazing, exciting time. It's been 11 years
Yes.
with this Mayor's Ball,
11
giving
years.
back, providing scholarship for students here in our local community. Did you ever think it would get this large?
Absolutely not. It started 11 years ago, and it was a conversation Ed and I had coming back from an event. And I was like, what if we start a scholarship ball? By me working in the school system, I see it a lot where students don't go to college based off of finance. And then we thought that would be a great way to start giving back to the students. So 11 years ago, we had the conversation in the car, which led to starting off small. Our goal was we can bless 10, 15 or 20 students, then our work is not in vain. So now we're happy to say it has went way beyond our expectation. And we know without a shadow of doubt, God is in it because our hearts are in the right place.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And if you've never met Mayor Eddie Lowe and Deborah Lowe, wow, you have missed out on a treat, because one thing I know for sure, you were called to do this. And you make it look very easy, but I know it's a lot of work, and you have an amazing team. But this is ministry. See, this is ministry for you all. And for those of you that don't know them behind the title, yes, that's what you do. You don't only talk about it. You don't only have one event once a year. You live it. This is what you do.
Right.
And we're so proud of you.
Well, thank
So, Mayor Eddie Lowe, I call you not only the pastor preacher, but he's the dancing mayor too.
Oh, no.
One time. Yeah, one time. So, will you ever dance
What?
for the kids again? You dance for the kids, Mayor.
For the kids.
For the kids.
You know, that night I danced, as you noticed, I was sweating extreme. Had to ask the pastors to pray for me because I don't dance in public. That night, they got a 2-for-1.
Okay.
First and the last time.
Wow.
But if it comes to we'll see. But
Yes.
it'll be done very, very reluctantly.
Well, see, but that's this mayor. That's their love for the children. That's their love for education, for opportunities for others to further their education. And
Yes.
that's what I love about you all. You all go above and beyond. And not only this is a glamorous and elegant night, but you get out there and meet and greet the people. You're right there with the people. That's what I love about you all.
Well, you know, none of this would take place without people that has the same like mind and spirit as far as being a lifter, as we always talk about, to lift people. And as we get older, two things we should do is lift people and don't forget to show kindness to people.
Yes.
That's very important to us.
Yes.
And for the 11 years, we've been able to, by the grace of God and the great committee members and great people in this community and this region that has really donated to it, have been able to bless a lot of kids.
Yes.
As my wife spoke of earlier, the first year we wanted to raise just $20,000. Wow. And we raised $35,277.
The first year?
The first year.
Oh, wow.
It was held in Phenix City at the Phenix City, what's the name of it? The Phenix City Community Center.
Community Center.
And we oversold. It was too small. I think we had about 230 people, 32 people, and it could not get any more in. Second year we did the same thing, and we decided because of that we could not sell any more tickets. We had to get a bigger venue because that would discourage people from coming. So we went to the CVCC gymnasium and transformed that gymnasium
Into a
and
ballroom.
had like 462 people. Outgrew it. And then I did say we would never move it to Columbus because of Phenix City, but you can't never say what
That's
you want to
right.
do.
Absolutely.
But for the sake of people and for the sake of helping these kids, we moved it to Columbus, and it's been growing ever since.
To the river, went to the river mill, and that's
and
where Palmer
Okay.
William Jr.
First started.
His
Wow.
And,
first ball.
we outgrew that, and so we went to the Trade Center in Columbus. And so it's been a blessing
Yes.
for us in the committee.
Yes. Amazing.
And this year, as our Madam President, Michelle Daniel, I don't call her Yolaunda, I call her Michelle, mentioned that we are having this year a special video. We're calling it the 10 years of recipients, that we're going back and filming people who have received scholarships. But the great thing about it, even more amazing to me, is that the two people who are putting it together were also recipients.
Oh, wow.
So that lets you know how this works.
That
and
is
it's the fruits are being harvested.
Yes.
Because we have young people coming back and giving it to it.
I
And so
love
it's truly a blessing. And one day they're gonna have to take care of us anyway.
You always say that. You always say that. And I love the generosity of the community, because this event, you see the generous supporters in our community. You see a community that becomes one for one great cause, for the children. And that's what we love about this great event. So, you know, every event that I have been a part and Beam has been on and we've been out to highlight, I always walk away, how are they gonna top this? Because it is just that good. And your special guest, I'm gonna let you announce who the special guest is, but drum roll, yes. But I said, Lord, y'all just keep going up and up, all the way up. I'm gonna let them announce, but you just took me back on one of my favorite movies when I heard that name. So
We
tell us
sure
about
we
it,
know
Lady
the
Lowe.
movie.
Yes.
We are blessed this year to have the one and only Taye Diggs.
Oh my God. Yes,
I need to give
yes,
it up.
yes,
Taye
yes.
Diggs is
Oh my
coming in.
God.
And we're just grateful because, again, when we bring in special guests, and the names are big, but they believe in the cause. So we really couldn't pay what he's worth, but we're grateful that he believes in the vision.
In the vision,
Yeah, so-
absolutely.
and again, I hate to keep saying this, it all took place when we started with Palmer.
Wow.
Which is a very integral
He's a-
part of this mayor's ball.
He really
He's
is.
a
I
blessing.
mean, that's sincerely, and
We meeting
and-
our special guest through his manager. So
So you all are demonstrating the powerfulness of sowing and reaping. Sowing and reaping.
and when you sow, you build in relationships.
Yes.
And relationships build championships.
Come on.
And so when you invest in people, then the investment's gonna come back not just for you personally, but for the whole.
Yes.
And the reason why we try to make this a wow experience,
Yes.
which is addressed to the nine,
Yes.
and we want that because we want people to want to be a part of it. And we run it like a business, but we're a nonprofit organization, a true nonprofit organization. So we're able to get people to donate that would help, them in some way, form, or fashion. But when you look at this, the cost, what people may think, we have really been blessed. We have expenses, but we've been able to manage those very, very well. And because people believes in this vision, because no one should ever not want to invest in young people.
Yes.
Particularly when our hair started getting gray, and particularly when we don't have any hair. And I'm saying that on my wig. But it is important. It is mission critical that we continue to invest in our young people.
Yes, I love it.
It is mission critical, and that's what we do. It's a glamorous event by design, and so we want to create that wow experience where people will want to come, and we just been blessed in doing it.
Wow, and this, I will say, this is definitely legacy building and something great for the future generations to come. But I love the fact that part of your legacy is part of pouring back into others. And you always say the quickest way to get ahead is to lift up others.
Build the people up.
Build the people up.
And what I found out also, I learned in this experience, my wife always has told me that, but people like to dress up from time to time. So it's a great way where we can bring people together,
Yes.
regardless of what side of the railroad
That's right.
tracks they're on. We can bring people together inclusively
Inclusive.
to build our community, because as I always say, the quickest way to build any community is to build the people up.
Build the people
So
up.
everybody is making a difference, whether they give $20 or
Yes.
$10 or $5,000.
Yes.
They're making the difference to help
Yes.
us with this to bless kids.
And you always said it started out with a penny.
Yeah,
Yes.
we literally take from a penny up.
Yes, yes. I love
I picked
it.
one up this morning.
All right, all right, all right. Awesome. So it's going to be Saturday, June 22nd. Get your tickets. Go to Phenix City Mayor's Ball website to get your tickets. They're very limited now. And again, it's going to be fine dining. It's going to be a great night of entertainment, live entertainment. We're going to have Palmer,
Yes.
along with co-host Dave Arwood this
Dave
year again.
Arwood.
Those two together, oh my Lord, you're going to have a time. So we want to say thank you all so much. What would you like to say to your supporters?
You want to go first, Sonny?
You have it.
Well, we just ask and we pray and we ask that people buy into the vision, which a lot of people have. We have to always remember that it's mission critical for us to invest in our future. That's what we should do, and we just pray and hope that you continue to be a part of it and show the love and the compassion that we have for this community and for this region to be able to invest in our kids because it takes all of us to make this happen. And I'm grateful that we live in a community and region that believes in that.
Amazing, amazing.
I would like to say thank you to our committee members first for all of their hard work. It's not easy, as Loretta stated earlier, but because they believe in the vision, they help us promote this ball. And with all the ones that support us, you believe in the vision, you continue year after year to support us because you know the vision. Not only is education important to us, it is to our supporters as well. And for that, we are grateful.
Wow. Well, we want to thank you all for the example that you all have demonstrated over the years. And we want to just say congratulations. Last year, Mayor, what was the count?
We
the amount
raised
of money?
$185,000. This year, we set the goal, as our president stated, $150. And the reason why we have to, with inflation and everything, we don't want to put any burden on
Absolutely.
anyone. However, inflation has gone up. We set it for $150,000, and hopefully we can do over that. But we did not want to set a goal under these circumstances of the environment and the economy. So, again, by the grace of God, hopefully we'll get there.
We will.
We're trekking.
will.
We're going to exceed
We
that.
will. It's done.
We're going to exceed Yes.
It's done. It's
By the grace
done.
of God, we'll get there.
Absolutely. I just love you guys. Thank you so much.
We love
Thank you
you.
for your ministry
Thank
and your
you.
service, not only as mayor and educator, but great community leaders. Well, you've heard it from the Honorable Mayor Eddie Lowe and Lady Lowe of Phenix City. I like to call him the dancing mayor, the preaching mayor. Stick around. We're going to come back with our celebrity guest that will be hosting this great, phenomenal gala. It's Street Talk with Loretta Rose. We'll be back after this.
You're busy, we get it. As a small business owner, every part of your business is important. But there are certain things that slip through the cracks. Marketing may be it. If this is you, let's chat and change this. AMP, advertising, marketing, production.
Welcome back. And this gentleman doesn't need any introduction because he is just phenomenal like that. Ladies and gentlemen, Palmer William Jr.
How you doing? It's good seeing you. Look at you with your orange on. I see you. I wish y'all could see these shoes.
Oh, Jesus.
She was coordinated.
You won.
I see you and your husband love you. Golly. Don't hold that up to the light. Oh my.
You know what? Before we start, my husband wanted me, his words from my husband is to tell Palmer, thank him for being so kind to my wife
Oh,
and
wow.
speaking life into her.
That's how my thank you, and my Cash App is Palmer Production. You put a symbol in front of it because it looked like he takes very good care of you. Because like when you pulled up, I was like, wait a minute. Let the glory of the Lord rise among us with the car, Jesus. Yes, I remember the car from last year. That's all right.
Lord.
You're doing a good job, brother. Yeah, support your queen. I know that's right.
This is why we love him so much. He brings us so much joy. But on the real, you are that type of person.
I appreciate
you pour into others. That's why you're back with this education and charity ball.
Most definitely.
And you're just such a giver. You're so generous.
I appreciate that. I'm not going to give up my check, but no. No, I just didn't. No, what it is that it's a cause that's true to my heart. That's dear and true to my heart. I have 3 children that are young adults now, and the youngest being 18, be 19 this year. But he just completed his first year at the University of Georgia, which kind of broke my heart at first because I'm a Roll Tide Alabama fan. Okay. But Roll Tide.
Wait, which?
Did I say Roll Tide? Yeah. But what he was admitted there first, but he's born in Georgia, so and then plus I get to see him a little bit more, hour and a half to 3.5 hours, and it's the baby boy, so you know how that goes. But then my son, my middle son, Palmer III, he graduated from Georgia State, and this past May, in May, and then my daughter's graduating in August from Florida A&M University. So I understand the plight and the responsibility and the tug of the heart of parents that are trying to support their children and their desire for higher education. Absolutely. Because in this day and time, you can have a high school diploma, you can do very well and be very successful, but just to get that edge or to even follow your passion, which you may have something different that requires a little bit more education. So now we don't want anything to thwart that dream, because sometimes there can be dreams deferred, and the difference is financing. Especially with someone like Mayor Lowe, who has built his career around finance. So he knows the power of a dollar and a penny, and so he'll be able to help in a way that he sees a need and he feels a need. Him and his wife have been so instrumental in creating futures for kids who otherwise would not have had the opportunity because their parents may not have been able to help. There used to be a United Negro College Fund commercial where they used to have this kid sitting around the table with his parents, and it used to be I've never had a commercial to make me cry when I was a younger guy, because it's like, and this was before I went to college. He was sitting around there, it's like, well, son, we may not be able to help you, to get to college. And then the next thing you see is him with his bags, and the bus is pulling off, and he's left behind because he didn't have the monies in order even just to get to college, let alone to stay and thrive. And the last thing you want a kid to have to worry about is finances when they're trying to focus and be dedicated to their studies. So, this money that is being raised is basically almost, it's a godsend. It's not almost, it is a godsend for a lot of kids who otherwise would not see the doors of a college unless they were visiting someone else. You think about all of the kids that, are first generation college students. I was blessed with my mother and father and their mother and father were all college graduates and secondary degrees and things like that. And I was in a position to be able to be blessed to be able to go. Still needing that support. But there are some that, have not had that, but have a dream, and I would hate to see a dream deferred because they were not able to afford to go. And in the richest country in the world, why is it that our education is so expensive, for one, but then at the same time, why everybody, if they desire, cannot obtain a degree of higher education?
That's a powerful statement that you just said. Why is it so difficult? So we're so grateful for the Mayor's Ball.
Most definitely.
And what are you most excited about returning back to this event every year?
The food. I promise you, that food is so good. I don't even understand how they can afford to put that kind of plate in front of me. But and then sometimes I don't get a chance to eat until there's like a break, and then and then somebody may leave their dessert, and they may step away oh, hey, how you doing, Mayor? And they do that and slide right on over. I really look forward to that. I look forward to the decorations also, because we know, hint, hint, that somebody is really, really instrumental in those decorations, and will be out there with a full gown on with some footies on, trying to make sure that everything is correct. I'm not even mentioning Mayor Lowe's wife that's doing that, but I'm not even gonna put her out there like that.
It's definitely the wow effect.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I'm just trying to figure it out. You're gonna be first lady and you're gonna be a decorator. For a whole
Her
convention.
hands is all in it. it.
All in it. All in it. Yeah, yeah. Because we know, we know who the fancy person is in that relationship. You know, because the brother don't want to dance. But I tell you what, we need to have a challenge this year.
Okay.
If Mayor Lowe will dance. Freely dance, now, and he can dance with his wife first, and then just break out into something funky. You know what I'm saying? And we need to have sponsors that if the mayor does dance, you'll donate an additional $5,000 to $1,000.
Ooh, you heard it here.
So now he better start practicing. Because I've seen him walk. I don't know if he can dance very well, but I've seen him walk. So we're gonna be praying for him. But and we're gonna probably have a circle.
He's athletic.
Yeah, I know.
He's
That's
still
right.
athletic.
Now he can probably outrun me.
He can bust some moves.
He's 127 years old and still look like that. That don't even make no sense. So I'm just worried about, I would never race him. You know what I mean? Because we both be sitting up there in therapy, cryotherapy, and Bengay and everything else. But the brothers look like he's still in shape, so he has no excuse.
Wow.
So we're gonna raise some money for the kids. So y'all contact the mayor and let him know if you will dance for at least a full 3 minutes, I will donate an extra $5,000 to $1,000.
You heard the challenge.
So now, so
I love it. I love it. We're challenging you.
We're gonna go and exceed that 150. Yeah, you probably gonna get $25,000 just to see you dance.
Well, what if they want to see you dance?
It'd probably be like $250. No, ain't gonna be no real big amount. But
you can move too, because you're part of the entertainment.
Well, yeah, I have to know how to do that. How many times have you seen the mayor at a city council meeting like, I want all y'all to make sure that y'all vote like you're supposed to. And that's just not typical for a mayor's meeting, I would think.
Lord.
I would hope it's not like that, unless, of course, the red cups that they've been drinking out of got something other than water. But you don't even drink. You know what I'm saying?
This is what you're gonna look forward to when you come. Get those tickets like now.
Yes,
it's very limited, but when you come, you're going to be entertained. You're going to have laughter.
Yes.
You're going to be inspired.
Yes.
You're going to see a community that come together that is very generous.
Most definitely.
And you're going to feel what you're seeing, the love, the laughter.
I really know why they come. They come to see Taye Diggs. They ain't come to see me. I'm just going to put it out there. They come to see Taye Diggs. They ain't come to see me.
They want to see you too.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Because they have to see you before they see Taye.
Nah, all right. I'm not, they probably ain't going to even let me introduce it. You know what I'm saying? The mayor going to come up, Taye Diggs. The reason we're all here. No.
So Taye Diggs.
I'm not jealous for real.
Taye Diggs, the man, he took that.
Wait a minute, what's all this? I just got to talk about your husband.
I love my husband. I love my husband.
When
me and my husband
when black women start doing this right here, I don't know, it's something different going on.
My husband watched Stella Got Her Groove Back.
Oh, okay.
That's one of my favorite movies.
All right.
Shows with Taye Diggs.
Okay.
So. Taye Diggs is.
But no, he's a phenomenal talent. He's a gift to the industry because he's always had very, very upstanding and full of character type of characters. I applaud this brother, and I'm looking forward to meeting myself. And I'm going to try not to act like I'm starstruck, but I will be. I'm like, hey, how's it going, brother? All right. God bless you. We love your work. Thank you. So it'll be like that, and then inside, be like, oh my God, that was Taye Diggs. I just shook Taye Diggs' hand. But I'm gonna be real calm about it. So I'm looking forward to it, and I'm sure he's gonna have something very inspirational, not only for the kids that we're trying to raise money for, but for the adults and as well as for me. To see someone that's been a veteran in the industry like this for so long at a higher level, and to be able to maintain that high level, that's just a testimony within itself. So I'm looking forward to that. And the fact that he is donating his time to be able to come down here and speak life into someone that, there may be somebody that comes to that ball that night that may have felt like, I'm tired. I'm not even going to do this anymore. And you never know when you might spark a flame in someone that had died off, their pilot light had gone out, and you want to be able to bring them back, and that may be that one person that can speak that one word over that person, and then can elevate them to another level and bring them back to life, and the life that they're going to have that's going to be more prosperous than it was before, because they just need that little push. And that's what these kids need. They need that little push, that little financial push, because like I've told people before, Cash App can be the devil, when it comes to your kids asking for Cash App, but at the same time, at least you have an immediate lifeline that you can help your kid, because one thing, it's hard to study on an empty stomach. No, it's hard to get to class with a empty tank of gas, but these scholarships will help or enable the parents to actually give more of themselves and not have to feel like they've deprived the entire household, or maybe some kids that are coming after that first child that's going. And there's some people that have twins and triplets that go to college at the same time. Yes, that would be birth control for me. But no, I think that we need to understand that it is very expensive to go to college, and even to a community college or trade school and things like that. The scholarship enables someone to begin the rest of their lives. Today is the first day of the rest of your life. They're able to do that right then and there, because otherwise, we talk about the crime rate in certain communities and how, under the mayor's leadership, how the crime rate has been turned around and been reduced dramatically and things like that. And it's because of things like this, because you have to have options and somewhere else to be. So you have something else to do. So if you don't have anything to do, and the idle mind is the devil's workshop, so let's utilize those minds. A mind is a terrible thing to waste. Going back to the UNCF, those are the type of things that you have to have in your community. You say, well, my kid don't have to do nothing else, some and stuff like that. Go an internship at a station like this. We have some young ladies that are interning here now, and then go to the mayor's office and see what summer programs that I can get involved in. And if you don't have a summer program, create your own gig. That's one thing that I've always done, is created my own gig. When I'm not working at Tyler Perry Studios, I'm not hosting a gig right here. I also have a landscape business I've had for 26 years. People are so surprised because they'll see me at Home Depot. I'm just dirty, busted, and disgusted, and they want to take a picture. But I say shoot from here up, but you'll see that light yellow shirt because I'm working. But at the same time, who am I to deprive someone that thinks enough of me to want to take a picture of me? And a lot of people that's why I've learned what not to do in this industry, because I had an artist who kind of brushed me off one time when I asked for an autograph long time ago. I'm not going to say Amel LaRue's name, but anyway. So I was down at the Essence, and I was singing background for Key Sweat and LSG, and I was starstruck, and I wanted, and then just walked away and acted like I didn't even say anything. And I said, I will never be that person. And I forgave her, and I'm sure she's gone on to be very, very nice to people and stuff like that. So if you're watching, and you just happen to be coming through Columbus or the surrounding areas, and positively Phenix, Phenix City, Alabama, then you know that I've forgiven you and stuff like that. But it was also a catalyst to let me know that I have the character of my grandfather, a mother, and my mother and father, because I am the grandson of a junk man.
Wow.
So I am my ancestors' wildest dreams.
I love it.
And so he was a principal. And that's why I say, why is education so expensive when you don't pay the teachers enough? But that's another whole story. My wife's a school teacher. But what it is, my grandfather retired from being a principal to collect scrap iron because it paid more money. And he would drive from Camden, Alabama, all the way to Selma, Alabama, to the junkyard, and he would wear a suit and tie at the junkyard. And he would sort his metals, and he was the one person that went through there faster than anybody else because he knew the power of organization. He knew the power of having that time.
You got that work
entrepreneurial spirit. So I grew up in that junkyard and watching him work like all get out. So I have to be successful because he's depending on me. I'm his dream.
Oh, wow. That's what I'm talking about. That is the inspiration you're going to get at the Mayor's Ball.
Most definitely.
From House of Pain to Love Thy Neighbor to Tyler Perry's shows, comedian, to so many other things. To right here, Phenix City, Alabama. Positive.
I made it!
City, Alabama.
I made it to
Phenix City,
Georgia. Positively Phenix City, Alabama. I made it, Mama. I made it.
Wow, we are so blessed. We are so blessed that you keep coming back and pouring into us.
Believe it or not, the blessing is mine. It really is. Because, you can't be God's given, but you can always try. You know what I'm saying? And it just feels good to be able to know that you're helping someone. If I can help somebody as I pass along, then my living will not be in vain. That was one of my mother's favorite songs. And it was also one of Dr. King's favorite songs. So, that right there, I wanted to be said that when I leave here, he really was a good dude.
Wow. Amazing. I tell you, this is amazing.
Yeah.
He does this to me every time. He does this every time. But see, this is what it is all about. It's not about us. It is not about titles. It's not about position. It's not about fame. It is not about status.
Right.
It's about giving to others, pouring back into others, affording them an opportunity. I am so blessed every year, not only by your interviews, but by the event itself, because I've saw and heard the effects of this blessing to students, giving them an opportunity, because some parents just didn't have it.
Don't have it. Yeah.
Just don't have it. And I understand. I'm right now getting ready to have 2 in college, so I get it. I understand.
What's your Cash App? For them. For them. I'm tapped out.
Yes, yes, Lord. It is not easy.
Yes, indeed.
But they deserve the opportunity.
Exactly.
To have a good start. And so that's why we're here about the Phenix City Mayor's Ball.
And if I could say one more thing.
Yes, sir.
One thing I want to encourage your kids and anybody else's kids when they're getting ready to go out here into this world, and don't be in a rush to grow up, but make sure that you study hard, because you actually make money when you make A's. And what I mean by that, because the scholarships are even more prevalent when you actually have the grade point average. But once you do get that degree, if your mother and father are doing anything that you desire to do and is part of your passion and your dream, then practice nepotism. For some reason or another, we do not utilize the gifts and talents of our forefathers to help us in what we're doing now. So if you, like in my case, my kids are actually, their degrees and things are going to be in the entertainment industry. So they have in the industry. We always look at someone like, if your mom was a school teacher and you want to be a school teacher, well, you got a connection. We're always talking about, oh, I wish I had a connection in this, wish I had. Well, you sometimes have them right in the same house. Utilize the connections that are in your innermost circle or in your community, which is your family. Nepotism. If you don't know what the word means, look it up, because we have to do that. And that's how generational wealth is developed, because you keep it all in a circle. And last thing, but not put everything in a trust. All right, so I'm gonna leave that alone, and y'all need to talk to the mayor about that too, especially that financing and stuff like that, because we're wasting a lot of monies on fads and worrying about who's beefing with who. You know, worrying about people denouncing fraternities, sororities, and all that kind of stuff, when we really should be thinking about the fact we should go back to the root of the matter and be family. Stay within your circle, figure it out, branch out, that's all fine. But bring it back to a place to where you can develop generational wealth, to where now we have to get to a point where the mayor's ball is obsolete, because we don't need the money anymore, because you figured out how to have the financing. That's how you can bless his legacy. Make it to where it's not even necessary, because you are financially fit.
Wow. He always dropped nuggets. I love it. Don't miss it. Saturday, June 22nd. Doors open at 6:30 Eastern. Showtime, 7 p.m. You don't want to miss it. Special guest, Taye Diggs. He's our celebrity special guest. And of course, celebrity host is the one and only Palmer Williams Jr., along with our local radio personality, Dave Arwood. Thank you, Palmer. We love you. We appreciate you.
I'm sure. Yes. Let me just Taye Diggs.
Come and meet. Come and meet Taye Diggs. Come and meet Palmer. Come and meet Dave.
I want to see the difference in that line. His line out the door. 3 people waiting to take a picture with me. Thank you, Columbus. Thank you, positively, Phenix City.
We love him. You don't want to miss it.
Mrs. Lowe. Thank you, Sister Yolaunda.
Sister Yolaunda. Oh,
the battle's not yours, Yolaunda. It's the Lord's.
Tell everyone how we can continue to follow you.
Just follow me. That's what you do. No, Palmer Williams J. Palmer Williams J on Instagram and Palmer Williams Jr. on Facebook, all right?
Yes.
Shout out to all my Aflac folks in the Urban League. Y'all should both have a table, all right? So we'll see y'all at the ball.
All right.
Taye Diggs.
Thank you. Well,
You better be glad I like you, Taye Diggs. I promise you.
You don't want to miss it. June 22nd, Saturday. Don't miss it. It's going to be sold out.
Say Taye Diggs one more time.
Taye Diggs.
See?
We're
Had to say it.
It's Street Talk with Loretta Rose. Thank you for watching here on Beam TV.